Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
I'm Bart.
2022 BTAC edition. Sazerac Rye, 18-year-old.
BTAC, we call it the Zaz.
Buffalo Trace Antique Collection.
We're going to test it! BT style, baby. BT.
BTAC style.
All right. I've always liked the Sazerac.
So we've had the Thomas H. Handy Sazerac.
Yes. Okay.
BTAC edition. We've had Stag. This is the first Sazerac Rye we've had. Again, courtesy of my nephew, Michael. Well, you want to come in and
You want to sit
come in?
You want to show the beard?
That's right.
He said that's all right.
Guess not.
He could have popped in.
18 years old, 45% ABV. Kind of surprised me. You said the Eagle Rare, though, and the Saz, they both bring down to 45%.
Wow.
I didn't realize that. I thought they were all cast
Fall
strength.
2022. They bring them down to 45%.
And disclaimer, I like my ryes a little bit older. I like my women just a little on the trashy side.
I just like rye.
I like
so
my ryes.
Before I was a fan of bourbon, I was rye, and more rye. So we'll see. I lean towards the peppery, poppier rye, which is usually a younger rye. So
I like my older ryes. They almost transition into more bourbon notes and almost come across as a high rye bourbon.
Yeah.
I don't like the young ryes, the peppery, the spicy.
Yeah, I like when
them
they
a
just
little bit more aged.
When I want them, I usually I don't mind if they're young. I throw a couple cubes in. It's usually middle of the summer. And I don't like the dill influences quite as much, but I don't even mind dill sometimes. So, which is what you get in a rye. This smells great. Wow, this almost had I got like a little cognac touch, like it had a little bit of a wine berry. I didn't expect that.
Dusty rye and orange zest.
Maybe it's the orange. Because, orange zest, dusty.
Or you're pouring like it's your bottle. It's my nephew's bottle. Pour the shit out of that thing.
I was trying to be respectful, but I guess I'll let you pour the shite out of it.
I'll teach him.
The way you talk.
I teach you
for not coming on camera. Yeah, nephew, we're going to drink the shite out of it. He poured me more before I even sipped it.
I think there's a little dill on the nose.
I'm not sure I'm picking that up though. I'm getting something, but I can't.
Maybe sage. It's kind of herbal.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
Herbal.
Like a sage was right on. With an herbal sweet undertone, which is really appealing.
Burnt orange
with a bit of burnt marshmallow cream.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's a good nose.
Yeah, it does have. I was actually expecting, when I saw 45%, I thought, let's see what we get on the nose. But no, it's got a really nice nose.
Ooh, oh, you're gonna like this. This is right in your. You like your ryes old. A little sweet. What's that sweet finish? Like a sweet orange, hint of cream on the finish. I'm going to have to come back for the forefront.
A little astringent. Probably the 18-year-old, I think, and probably the first 18-year-old rye that I've had. And actually, first sip was kind of disappointing just because of that 45% weak on the palate.
Really? I don't know if I've had an 18-year-old rye, to be honest with you. I still like the sweet finish. It is a little bit astringent on the open, which is interesting. But then the sweetness just like pours over. And that orange creamsicle on the finish is what I'm getting. Orange creamsicle. Are you getting a good finish on that?
Second sip is better than the first. It got a little bit on the palate, got it saturated a little bit. Still a little bit smoother, a little bit lighter than I'd like. I do like, though, I think the 18 years is showing here. It's a little bit more of the oak, a little bit more of the astringency. I would almost expect some more of those bourbon notes, though, coming through as the rye starts to transition down. It's not. It's still rye forward.
Yeah, but not pepper, not dill.
No.
It's almost orange. Like a rye finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Cinnamons.
Cinnamon right in the middle.
Cinnamon,
it's still like an astringency on the forefront. It stays dry all the way through. The highlight for me is definitely that orange creamsicle finish. And that finish lingers for like about 30 to 40 seconds. So the finish is really nice, sweet and creamy. And it's an interesting transition going from the astringent open, moving through some of those little cinnamons and kind of a softer rye note, and then into the creamsicle. I added a couple little drops of water.
I'm just adding one little drop of water.
You know, you could pour the sheet out of it.
Yep, we could. Let's just pour some more. Hand me that rocks glass.
I use sheet. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, look, pour that thing up. Yeah, get that
one. Look at this. Yeah, this is called the Canyon, baby. You could just... You got to fill it all the way up to the top of the canyon. He would come on camera. He'd be like, stop it, Uncle.
Nose with just that little drop of water got a little bit more perfumey, aromatic, almost.
When you said perfumey, I had to go in, and you were 100% right.
Yeah, almost. It's kind of like banana coconut lotion.
I'd like to put this behind my ear when I go out.
Behind your ear?
Yeah, just a little dab.
That's where I worry about putting sunscreen.
Not sunscreen. You thought it was sunscreen? I thought it was perfume.
Oh.
Perfume. Where do you put your sunscreen?
Well, I was just talking about a pineapple coconut lotion.
Well,
I'd put it behind my ear.
Well, I was still on the perfuminess. Yeah.
You put lotion behind your ears. Does that save it for later?
Well, you keep it. That's a bad spot to get burned.
Be like, I need some lotion.
You'd be like, I covered everything but the back little cave in my earlobe.
Rubs the lotion in.
I got huge earlobes, but they're like my grandfather's, so I like them. Little tidbit.
After a couple of sips, 3 sips, the finish is getting better. I've got it on my palate. It's soaking in. It's still a little lighter ABV than I'd like. And I actually expect it to be a little bit darker, even 18 years, a little bit more depth.
What's the one BTAC you used to have all the time?
Stag.
Yeah. And that baby was a butt kicker.
Oh, yeah.
That was always up in the 60s, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. People went nuts for it.
And they had one that was like 72.5.
I remember you had that. Yeah, you let me try that. And I was like, dude. It was like...
I let you try. You probably had like half of the bottle. You're probably like, yeah, pour me some. You probably poured a big glass like that. And then
that was like, when you weren't looking.
Take some home.
Yeah. I poured an 8-ounce sample bottle. You were like, what is that? I go, I call it an 8-ounce Canyon, baby. The Canyon. Woo. That's still nice. I mean, it is subtle, but I would expect that with 18 years. I got to admit, I don't know if I've ever had an 18-year rye.
I like it. I mean, it's sweet. It's still a little bit lighter on the palate than I was hoping for, but it's still good. Nice finish with it.
Now, so let's score it, and then I do want to know the price because I know this is going to be crazy and probably allocated.
Oh, yeah, it's allocated.
Right.
For sure.
So I'm a rye lover, but that's with a caveat. I always liked rye because it feels like it's on the cutting edge of the Western, frontier. It's peppery, it's popped. Even when it's got the dills, it's usually a crazy dill. And that's what I kind of liked with the rye. This is obviously a more mature rye, a little bit softer. I'm curious what flavors would come out as the bottle lowered. It's still very nice. I love this rye, but I'm suspicious at what the price is going to be. It's not quite the
Score
rye
it.
I look for.
Score it.
God dang.
Love it.
87. That's entertaining.
Dang.
Well, I don't know what I was alliterating. I had alliteration.
Waiting.
I didn't know you were going to forget your number. You were going to be like, I forgot what number I was going to give it. What are you going to say?
I was going to go a little lower as it sit here and it sits on my palate.
Really?
It's got a
Lower
little
than
bit better.
87?
No, that's probably where I was going. I'll say
Oh.
89 on it. It's
What?
almost breaching into
Hold on a
really
second.
good whiskey.
You were going to go 87, but now I said
No,
87. You
no.
climbed 2?
You're not listening.
Oh, I thought you were.
Early on, I was going to go 87, but as I've sat here with water and let it get on my palate and stuff, it's
I
gotten
was
better.
just busting on you because you were giving me crap. You were giving me shite.
Get down.
Get out. So I'm sorry.
80.
You said 98?
89.
89. It climbed. You said 87.
See what I'm working with here.
Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
The first sip, it was an 87, but as I sat here with water and sipped on it and drank it, it's increased. It's gotten better. 89. I don't want there to be any confusion.
Now I'm trying to swallow. Woo! That was good. Now, what is the price? Do we have the price?
I know retail is 120.
Woo!
Well, yeah, it used to be 90 to 100.
Yeah.
They've gone up a little bit. Still not bad, especially if you can get a stag at 120 by all
Okay,
means.
yeah,
And even this
yeah,
one,
yeah.
if you can buy this one at 120, buy it all day long.
I know.
What's secondary though?
Oh,
on
who
these?
cares?
2,000.
What? 2,000?
About $2,000 on the secondary.
That's stupid.
And it's strictly a collector's bottle. Don't open it; you'll be extremely disappointed.
Yeah,
I mean,
come
you'd be like, I
on.
paid $2,000 for
Get
what?
back to just drinking it.
Yeah,
God dang.
words of
I'm
wisdom.
stupid. Just drink it. God dang. I can't stand if it's. You even opened my Supernova, which did hurt just a touch.
That one was sent to you.
I know, but it's like the best. But I did you open it? You did. And now I drink
We
it.
reviewed it,
Right.
Didn't we? Yeah,
Well, I think you just opened it to hurt me.
we should have done a review on it.
I think we
we should.
Super
We better check and see. Anyway,
Pull it in
go to
right now.
ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up shirts, hats, coins, merchandise, all kinds of things. Keeps the lights on, helps buy the whiskey, helps support the show. You can go to Patreon.
If you like the banter and what's going on here, you can go to Patreon. You can support for as little as $1. When you go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You'll see us. You can do $1, cap it at $1. If you really like what we're doing here, you can just let it ride. Maybe $1 per video. Boom. We usually do about 12 a month.
Again, just to be clear, I started at an 87. It worked its way up to an 89.
Oh, I thought you said 98. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Launch it. Dummies.